VoiceXpert seminar. Maybe before we can actually start, we ask the team to open with the word of prayer. Thank you.
We thank you this morning for such a gathering of God, which we have received the call from VoiceXpert of us. In this seminar, we are praying that you lead us through. May there be a good flow and the sharing of the information for the advancement of technology. We thank you in Jesus Christ's name. We believe it. Amen.
Thank you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Talent from VoiceXpert. I am the Event and Training Director. Maybe it would be good if you can introduce each and every one of us, maybe starting from that side, going up. Thank you.
Thomas Homer.
Peter Gomez, Homer.
Kevin Lalonde.
Patrick Magic, Integrate Systems, Windows Matimba, Generation.
Supervisors NGT.
Christina Yoto.
And Oko HIT.
Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome you to course instruction by Yeastar VoIP Solutions and Certification. VoiceXpert is an international company that specializes with voice solutions. We are also one of Yeastar distributors and training center. Having amongst our team the first and only African Yeastar instructor, we offer distribution of Yeastar products, technical support, and we also do all VoIP certifications. We do CCTV and data certifications, access and control certification, and electrical security expert. Here with us today, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the Yeastar products, help me welcome the first and only certified Yeastar instructor, Engineer Kelvin Ngalonde. Mr. Ngalonde.
Thank you, Mr. Shura, Talent, for such an introduction. As he said, currently, I'm the only Yeastar certified instructor for Africa for their voice solutions. So today we'll talk about the range of Yeastar products and also talk about VoiceXpert, who we are. As he said, VoiceXpert, we specialize in voice solutions, which is VoIP solutions and certification. And we also, apart from VoIP certification, we also offer CCTV certification, access control, and other electronic security systems certification, and also data networking. But today, considering the pool that we have just invited to share about the Yeastar products, we realize all of us, we are into telecommunication, but our main thrust is on cost destruction with VoIP solutions and certification, because we believe we are in an era, especially here in Zimbabwe, where we are cutting costs, especially to our clients. We go to our clients, and when we are about to close a deal, the first thing that they want is the financial implication. Okay, how much are we parting with, and also what quality of service are we getting? And we believe with Yeastar Products, we are going to have a cost-destructive solution. Let me just give you just a little illustration on what happens whenever there is destruction. If you remember the 9/11, when the Twin Towers were bombed. When the Twin Towers were bombed, there were two groups of people that were created. The first group were people that were running out of the Trade Center, going out. But there was another group of people that were going to the destruction. So these two kind of people, right, in that event, it actually determined their courage. Is it? Others were running out, but there were firefighters that were going towards it. So us as VoiceXpert, we are saying now, we want to introduce something in the market which will destroy the cost of business, which means any sales rep, you know, when you go for a client and they think of the financial implication, but you're not giving them like a bomb to destroy the costs. All right, so let's start. All right, I'll give you a background of Yeastar. Yeastar was formed and established 2006. They are located in China, and what they specialize in is VoIP solutions, which include IP-PBX, VoIP GSM gateways, PR gateways, analog VoIP gateways, etc., and also cloud solutions. They've been and they've deployed. They've got different distributors in more than 100 countries, including us, VoiceXpert. Let's move. So this is the journey that I took for them to certify me as a Yeastar certified instructor. The first course that I had to undertake was certified technician, where we learn basic about VoIP solutions, how to configure Asterix based PBXs, and then from there you go to security specialist. In security specialist, that's dealing now with firewalls, because their PBX can also be a router, so deals with firewalls, SSH, just blocking hackers from the system. Then from there I had to go to certified routing specialist. Certified routing specialist is when you are now dealing with the routes, how you want to do your least cost routing, etc., connections, etc. Then from there I had to go to integration specialist. This is one of the greatest advantages of Yeastar Products. We are saying in integration specialist, whether you've got a legacy PBX, whether you've got an old PBX, but yet you want to put it on VoIP. At times, we tell our clients that your PBX is not IP based, so we need to remove it and replace with another one. Then the cost comes, the client backs off. But we are saying with our gateways, with the PBXs, you can interlink the old PBXs with that IP PBX, which becomes cheaper for the client. Then from there, I had to do what they call certified expert. That's the last level of. It actually combines everything that you learn from certified technician, security specialist, routing specialist, integration specialist. Then after a while, after they've seen you doing webinars, after they've seen you doing trainings, right, online trainings, they will then decide. They sit as a board, decide whether you're going to be a certified instructor or not. And then finally, they to give us this as an opportunity. So we thought, since we've been given this, let's share with other partners in Zimbabwe, such that our business becomes profitable, and also our deals will be able to seal and close deals, because these days our Zimbabwean clients are so sensitive on costs. So we've talked about Yeastar overview. So I'll introduce the S series, the range of PBX, then go to the M series, which is a hybrid PBX, which is a mixture of analog and IP. Then from there, talk about VoIP gateways. Then talk about the K2, PBX, which is the recent one that they recently launched. Then we talk about training, support. Then we finally talk about channel partnership. And I believe I'm going to take less than 45 minutes. Then after talking about channel partnership, our training director will then we go for it, and then we do networking. Then it will be over. So let's start. So now basically, as Yeastar and also VoiceXpert, as a distributor of Yeastar Products, we believe in this word which we call RIPE. In RIPE, we are just saying we are reducing telecommunication charges, right? We are also improving business communication. Whether we've got a legacy PBX, we can still slot in our IP PBX without removing the old PBX, preserve existing investments, right? You can link your old PBX, legacy PBX, and then it becomes IP, then enhance control and flexibility. You are able, even your clients, at times when you're charging them, there's what we call no charge, where you just go to a client and then just do visit. Or even your maintenance, you can do online maintenance on the PBXs. You just open certain ports, and then at your office, you can maintain the PBXs. If they need an extra extension to be added, at times you don't need to go to a client. Let's say maybe the client is in Wange, just log into the PBX, do what we call auto provisioning, just send them their instance, becomes plug and play. So that's what we call enhanced control and flexibility. So the S series, we've got the S20, we've got the S50, we've got the S100, we've got the S300, then the K2 PBX. These are the ranges that we have in the S series PBX. The first S20 is for small business, which is 20 users and 10 concurrent calls, right? Then afterwards, since I've got your emails, we'll send you the PDF of the presentation to everyone, so that you can then just browse. At times, these 30 minutes, it might be quick for everyone to digest, right? Because we don't need to waste much of your time, because there's more business to be done, right? Then 10 concurrent calls. It's got 4 FX S ports and FXO, the BRI and the GSM. There's a card, we'll talk about the card that we slot in. Then we go to the S50 for your clients that are more than 20 but less than 50. They can still be accommodated. Then S100, it goes up to 100. Say for a client with 50 up to 100. But the beauty part is there's a card that we can place in the S100 to expand it to 200. Then also we go to S300 for your clients from 200 up to 300. So it's a range that you choose. You don't need to have one big PBX that you can slot, and at times maybe the initial hardware is expensive. So they've just made it in a way such that it accommodates what you want, right? Then we've got the K2 PBX. The K2 PBX is for large organizations. It can take up to 2,000 SIP users and 500 concurrent calls, and also VoIP 400 VoIP trunks. Right, let's go. Right, the beauty part of this PBX is that we have said is it's modular based. Another slide. There are different kinds of modules that we have. Though we are going full IP, but we still have to remember our roots. So we've got the S2 module that connects the analog to analog ports. We've got the O2 module that connects our 2 FXO ports, right? Then the SO, it's 1 FXS, which is the station, and 1 FXO port. Then we also have the BRI card, the GSM module. Instead of having a separate FCT, it's just a card that is slotted in, and you put your SIM card for your contract line, 3G module, and the 4G LTE module for data connectivity. Next. Right, we've got these ones. We've got the EX 08 and the EX30. The EX08 is just an expansion on your analog phones, and the EX30 it's an expansion as well onto your VoIP. If you want to increase your VoIP capability of the PBX, and it's only available on S100 and S300. Then we also have the D. Another slide. Also have the D. Oh, that's fine. Just come back. The D08. Again, it's actually an increase of, let's say, for S300 and S100 as well. Let's go. Then another beauty part of this one is we've got a Yeastar application that we can link to mobile, to have mobile extensions using data and Wi-Fi. And currently it's available on iOS, which is Apple devices, and Android, which is more common. Especially in our market. Let's go. Right, so these are some of the capabilities. We've got auto provisioning. In auto provisioning, you don't need to set the phone manually. The system will just send a configuration file on a link, and then the phone takes the settings automatically, such that if you've got 100 phones, you can actually program them at once. There's no need of entering the IP address of this kind of phone, put the settings, etc, SIPA, etc, the ports, everything. But auto provisioning, it can do it automatically. It's all about just selecting the kind of phone, putting the MAC address, IP address, etc. Then from there we've got the Linux app, we talked about it. Then we also have the conference app for the S20, S50, S100, S300. There is conference, which ranges from 10 for S20, then 20 for S50, then 50 for S100, or where you can have just a conference, everyone entering into a conference, giving them an ID. Then we also have a hotel application where if you've got a client like Cresta, Jameson, on every room is programmed such that when they check out, the PBX will have recorded and charged them. So it can be connected to hotel systems. Then we also have a billing app, just like your normal call log. And in that billing app, there is also a budget controller whereby you can set $20, $30, $40, depending on the person who you are giving that ability to call. Let's move. Next slide. Okay. Just sorry for that.